Oh shit, I forgot to unmute.
It's time, damn it.
It's about ding dang time. God ding dang it.
You scared my cat. I scared my cat.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Scared him.
Which baby is this?
Winston.
Winston, no.
Scared my sensitive boy.
Sensitive one.
How did you... What? Don't scare the baby.
I'm sorry.
The baby.
Is the music too quiet? Or is music okay?
It's good for me.
Okay.
It's good for me.
Cool. Just make checking.
McChicken?
Adrian, you're muted. I don't know if you're meant to be.
Oh my goodness.
I both was and was not meant to be. It was meant to be, it would be. Music is a little quiet for me. Just a little.
Slap.
Slightly. I just flashed over the player link real quick.
You just flashed us? What? Damn it!
Huh?
I missed it.
Huh? Who?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa. Oh man.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh.
This is a family stream.
There are 300 people in this Roll20 right now.
Fuck, where did you all come from? I guess we have no choice but to invite 300 people into the campaign.
Wait. 300. Wait, what?
No, we're kidding. We're kidding.
I'm so confused. I was like, wait, where did the 300 come from? That's a lot of people.
It's an exaggeration.
I think they're all
I
from
mean-
Sparta.
That's a lot of eggs.
It's a lot of eggs.
Exactly.
Start cooking.
300 is a lot of eggs.
Yes. Yes. I don't know. Yes, I changed my Zoom name. I was inspired by the other Zoom names.
Everyone watching on Twitch can't see it. However, the
Oh.
Zoom names here are pretty silly.
Oh, okay.
We've gotten silly.
It's really just three of us.
Wait, there we go.
There you go.
There you go.
Yes. God, I'm bold. Gwen has feelings. Tori.
Or you gotta change your name.
You gotta change your name. You gotta do a bit.
Yeah.
Here we go.
You got to do the thing.
I don't succumb to peer pressure.
You don't.
Oh,
That's what a nerd would say.
Grace, that's my name! That is identity theft, and that is a crime?
It's not a joke, Jim.
Which one of you is the real Tori?
Oh no, you have to shoot one of us.
You have to shoot.
Well,
Oh, I'm in love.
isn't there a command? There sure is. Hang on. It's exclamation point Tori Dawn. Exclamation point Tori
Excellent.
Dawn to see some art.
All the art.
Really good.
And then go
art.
stalk all of Tori's socials. All of them.
Yes.
Do it.
There is
So-
also a Patreon.
Join it. Love it.
A Patreon. A
There's lots of
Patreon!
artistic renditions of animal buttholes.
Mm-hmm. Tasteful, though.
Hey,
Tasteful.
every animal
Yeah,
butthole is already artistic.
Love
And
this.
full
Love
of
this
taste.
energy we're bringing into the game
Yeah.
today.
Has anyone seen that?
We haven't
Bob-
talked about buttholes
Buttholes for a long time!
Well, what do you say? We get into
How
this
about-
recap, huh? So that we can
Yeah.
continue on to the TPK.
Yes,
Oh.
please.
I'm so
It's
nervous.
coming.
So,
It'll be fine.
it'll be fine. It'll be
It'll be-
awesome.
Everyone's worrying about nothing.
It's true.
Well, hello. Last.
He's so, he's so rude.
God.
Like, no, you.
Boof.
Don't make this a thing, please. Last we left off, we rewinded a bit to briefly visit the mind and dreams of Rocky as she slept. Part dream, part nightmare, as she was confronted by anguished faces, a blurred figure speaking disjointedly, and a vision featuring an alien-looking woman and child who spoke of a strange event called an eye steer. Returning to the present, the group reconvened with Quinn, who had seen Fallon leave the narrow council building. While discussing their next moves, the group saw the door Fallon had disappeared into reopen, and Fallon exited, accompanied by 8 guards, as well as 3 other people dressed in fine clothes. Celine crossed the courtyard under cover of invisibility, cast darkness on the whole group, and attempted to drag Fallon away. Combat ensued, and ultimately Fallon slipped from Celine's grasp, though quick thinking from Celine and the whole group kept the guards from apprehending anyone in the party. Disguised as a noblewoman, Rocky was able to infiltrate the group of flustered townspeople who had witnessed the attack, and gave a phony witness report in an attempt to throw the guards off their trail. In addition to this, Rocky found herself in closer proximity to Fallon, and heard Fallon's 3 friends refer to her as Basara. Demetrius, who hadn't acted aggressively throughout the conflict, played the part of the concerned citizen and helped out the guards. However, one of them caught on that maybe Demetrius wasn't innocent in all this and sent a squire to tail him. Meanwhile, May, Quinn, and Celine reconvened at May's house to discuss the battle and go over their next moves. They were briefly interrupted by May's neighbor, Iam, who promised that the dockside community would protect them. Iam then asked May to come next door, where she gave her a portrait of her father, made of his cremated remains. She told May that there was much she didn't know about her father, and urged her to look more closely at the portrait whenever she was ready for answers. Meanwhile, Demetrius was able to spot that he was being tailed, and confronted the squire. He encouraged him, using his charming nature, to run back to Fallon/Masara and ask her to meet him at the nearby Pink Pearl Tavern, before Demetrius headed that way himself. Rocky saw the squire return to the group as the guards were finishing their questioning of the townspeople, and saw her begin to depart in the direction of the tavern. Rocky attempted to read Fallon's mind using a detect thought spell, but instead of reading Fallon's thoughts, she made contact with a presence that both shielded Fallon's mind and seemed surprised to meet Rocky, claiming it would find a way to contact her directly before severing the mental connection. As Fallon and Demetrius head in the direction of the Pink Pearl, we return to our party.
Oh, it's a party, all right.
Oh, it's a party. It was most definitely a party.
It's such a party.
So, Demetrius is going in the direction of the Pink Pearl. Rocky, what are you doing in this moment?
Seeing them head that direction towards the Pink Pearl and knowing that that's the direction of the Pink Pearl and where we were just at, I'm going to send message to May and wait, I gotta double check that I have send message, right?
If you have the
It'll
spell
be sending.
Yes, I have the cantrip message as well.
But that's only like a
That's
really
not-
limited range.
Oh, that's the point finger one. Okay.
Yeah.
I do have sending though. Yes. Range is unlimited, communication, etc. So
Okay.
Oh no, never mind. My spell slots are full. Cancel that. I change
Close
into
combat.
another various. I change into another various person walking past me in the other direction, and I follow the guards towards the Pink Pearl.
Okay. So you're just gonna attempt to tail them
Yep.
as they go. Okay.
And just change occasionally to different people. So even if they've noticed one of my versions tailing them, it's different.
Sure.
Like every block, I'm a different person.
As you do that, go ahead and make a stealth check with advantage because you're switching it up.
With advantage,
Perfect.
15.
Yeah, awesome. So, as that happens, before we get to that, May, Celine, and Quinn, the 3 of you are dockside currently in May's home. Is there anything that you would like to do in the meantime?
Quinn has something he'd like to do.
Yes.
Quinn is going to just like crack open the door and look outside. Do I see anybody outside?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no. How do you play D&D? That's a 19. Is that good?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
For the moment, aside from like, also I'm just changing the music here real quick. For the moment, all seems quiet. There is like the distant, not so distant, hum of like traffic further up the road where dockside is no longer dockside.
Do I see any seagulls?
Yes, there's a variety of, there's an abundance of seagulls.
I'm going to. I have to check one thing real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sweet. Okay. I'm going to go up to one of the seagulls, and I'm going to cast Animal Messenger.
Okay.
I'm going to cast this spell twice. The
Okay.
first time I'm casting it, I'm going to send for. I have to give a general description, so and a location. So I'm going to say. The courthouse, or like in the courthouse district.
The council building, you mean?
Council building, like around the council building. Look for an older man with a rifle and a dragon. And it brings the message to whoever fits that description.
Okay.
And the message is going to be, "What's going on? What's going on? We're at
What's going on?
the place.
What's going on?
We stayed last night. Please stay safe. We will see you soon." And then that seagull goes.
Okay.
Is there another seagull?
Yes.
Great. I'm going to grab that seagull.
Its eyes just blink one after the other.
No.
Oh god.
It's a little
I'm go-
patchy.
I'm going to send this seagull to the same area.
Cool.
He's going to look for a rat with a small little heart on his tuchus.
Okay.
And it's just going to say, "Hey, bud. Just go back to the big building again when you're... No. Shit.
Sit.
I'm thinking of you. That's what I say. I'm thinking of you.
Hey, bud, I'm thinking of you.
Hey, bud, I'm thinking of you. Please be safe. Just want to make sure you're safe. You can't respond or anything to this. I just want you to know that I'll find you later."
Okay. Is that your message?
That's my message.
Okay. Can this message be delivered to another animal? I guess I'm not seeing anything that it can't.
The messenger speaks only to the creature matching the description you gave. If the messenger doesn't reach its destination before the spell ends, the message is lost, and the beast makes its way back to where it cast its spell. They cannot reply now.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. So both little guys go off.
I go back in the house and I sit down.
Okay. Anything else from team from the May team?
How we doing, gang?
May is locked in her room.
Oh,
Queen is also that.
great.
There's only 2 rooms. Get out.
Okay, well, I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna try to make, like, there's, like, no food here.
Celine
left
Celine is secretly also locked in May's room, but like hidden. She can't see her.
Fuck you.
If you'd like to go for that, make a stealth check.
Sure.
May would either go with your passive perception, or if you'd like to look for anyone that's in your room.
No, I'll go with my passive. She wouldn't.
Sure.
She wouldn't think that anyone would have the audacity to follow her in her room.
Yeah. So you've got May on top of the bed, like upset, and underneath the bed, it's the same.
Yes,
thing as Celine.
exactly. Yes, that's
May's just
exactly.
like
what-
screaming into the pillow.
And Celine is just sulking quietly and just like having a quiet mental breakdown.
There is soup.
Yes.
Eom left soup.
If you lift the
But-
cover, it looks like a thick stew.
May would like to write a letter.
Okay.
I'll eat the soup. It's good soup.
Good soup.
It's
She sort of like opens up like her little window, writes down, Maddie, I wanted to tell you that I'm home. Please don't tell anyone and don't try to see me. Only you and Eom know I'm here, and what I'm doing is incredibly dangerous. I've missed you very much. Love, M. Additionally, please burn this immediately. I do mean immediately after reading it. I don't want you or anyone else involved. Fable will watch you do it.
Okay.
And I will instruct Fable to take the letter to Maddie and give it only directly to him, preferably when no one else is around, and to not approach if guards are nearby.
Okay. For my own reference, does Maddie know Fable?
Sure.
Okay. He goes on his way. In the meantime, if there's nothing else,
That's it.
okay.
Let's resolve the fucking bullshit.
Demetrius,
Yeah,
you're on your way to the Pink Pearl.
that I am.
Is there anything you'd like to do before you reach it?
Before I reach it, I don't think so. Demetrius has got no plan, no idea what's going to happen. He's trying to buy time and trying to give himself and everyone else a chance as Iris falls into step beside him. He's going to just be quiet, like
Okay.
a soldier going to war once more.
Sounds good. Rocky and Demetrius,
Mhm.
you would reach the Pink Pearl at about the same time. Rocky, with you having like followed Fallon's group there. You watch them kind of go inside. Do you immediately follow?
Is there any kind of apparent alternative entrance?
Make a perception or investigation check. If you're just kind of giving like a cursory glance, trying to infer, make it perception. If you're actively going and looking for one, go ahead and make an investigation. Not that you can
Nope.
see.
Okay.
You kind of do a circle around the building. There's no like obvious doors, or there's a couple windows, but they
While
don't
I was
look-
investigating, I didn't notice like any particular people who are clearly staff. Like, do they have like waiters going in and out to the front of it, or
Not really.
no?
Not that you
Okay.
could see. No one like nobody like coming and going from an obvious like kitchen entrance or anything like that.
Did I notice if there was a variation between like the types of guards that were helping in the square? Like the ones with Fallon are one type, like they came out of the Citadel with Fallon, but like are the other like normal city guards in the same kind of armor sets, or are they all identical in their uniform?
Just like from an obvious like visual standpoint, the guards that were with Fallon and Fallon's group looked more heavy duty than the
Okay.
standard guards that you've seen around. The other guards kind of have like a half decorative, half like breastplate, half plate kind of situation going. These guys are in plate armor.
Okay. Well, I can't really change my clothes, can I?
You cannot,
I cannot.
unless you have a way to do it. Or a change of clothes.
Actually, wait. I do. I have minor illusion.
Minor
I'm gonna.
illusion is a static image.
That's right. My legs won't move. We talked about that. All right, Barbie.
You're welcome to try to procure some.
I feel like that would take too much time. I change into May.
Oh no.
May in your clothes.
In my clothes.
Okay.
Because May is a local, so my Rocky's brain is just like she won't look out of place. She's a local.
Okay.
And I walk in.
Okay. As you turn and go to walk in, you do see Demetrius approaching. If that changes anything for you. Demetrius, you see May in Rocky's dress. Standing outside the Pink Pearl.
I assume, I guess this is more a question for May, but May has only ever worn her attire, right?
Yeah.
I think Demetrius is just gonna do like a double take and just like, Rocky.
Both my cats are in here.
Genius, I know, right?
Well, it's certainly a choice.
Well, I mean, she's local. I don't know. Well, did you see Fallon? Fallon went in there.
Fallon's already in there.
Yeah, but it's Fallon, but not Fallon somehow. I may or may not have tried to read their mind, and it was somebody else in there with them, and they definitely weren't calling Fallon, the other people around them. So there's a lot of things going on here. We might want to talk to Quinn before we do anything, if possible.
That sounds like a good idea, Rocky. Why don't you go back and get Quinn and bring the rest of them, and maybe we can get this all nice and resolved.
Yes, but I don't actually remember the way.
Well, I'm sure you can find it. Ask one of the city guards. I don't exactly know where it's at from this point either. You're resourceful. You blend in well. I'm sure you can find a way.
At this point, a seagull flaps down and kind of perches in front of you, Demetrius, and delivers the message from Quinn. I forgot what exactly it was that he said. But it was
I forget exact.
Be safe.
I think he said was mentioning
literally-
they're at May's house. I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Was there anything else in that?
I think he was like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Something like that. But you can't reply, so.
Yeah.
Well, Demetrius wouldn't know that and responds and gives him a rundown of what's going on.
At which point the seagull just turns back into a fucking dumb bird.
Steals somebody's bread and then flies away.
I'll look over to Rocky and be like, "Hey, look, it's clear Quinn sent this bird. Why don't you just follow it back?"
Do you think it's gonna go back?
Oh yeah, Quinn sent a message from it. It's going back, I assume. I just responded to it. It's got to reply and give my message.
Could we roll counter, like you roll persuasion and I'll roll perception and see who rolls
It would
better?
be perception.
What would it be?
Well,
Wisdom?
wait, so what are you trying to accomplish?
I want to see if I believe him. Because, meta me, I know, I can tell that Demetrius definitely wants me to not be involved, and he's going to still go in an approach. And doesn't want me there. And that's okay. I think that's a hilariously fantastic idea. But I want to see if Rocky perceives that or not.
Okay.
Or is persuaded to go chase the bird down, because I will chase the bird down.
Demetrius, why don't you roll a persuasion check?
Okay.
I say persuasion and not deception because you don't know that the
I don't know the bird can't
isn't going back.
Yeah.
Right.
You are being honest.
Yeah.
So you roll persuasion against Rocky's passive insight.
Okay. 1.
Passive insight? I have a 12.
Okay.
Oh, well, I guess you have
Rocky.
a 1. So it
Don't worry about it.
What you glean from this, Rocky? Demetrius doesn't know much about the magic, and as he's saying it, it looks like he believes it, but it doesn't make a ton of sense to you. This bird kind of looks just like a bird again.
All right. All right, Demetrius. I'll go see if I can follow that bird, and I guess I should probably roll a deception check because I am now lying.
Okay.
22.
Demetrius
Don't
believes
follow
you.
the bird.
So I walk off around the corner, the direction that the bird went, and I shape change again into just some random other person. But I need to get my hands on some different clothes now.
Yeah.
Turn your jacket inside out.
I like take my skirt and wrap it up in a different direction, and it's a different color underneath. I don't know.
What do you do?
I change into a different person, and then I follow Demetrius in.
Okay, in your same clothes and everything.
I'm gonna throw out there that Demetrius waits a moment,
Yeah.
watching you for a second.
Yeah.
Depending on how fast you go back.
Let's say, if I look around, is there any obvious like shops right nearby that would sell clothes?
Yeah. There's tons.
Okay. After I've dived around the corner following the bird, I immediately go into the first shop that sells clothes and buy their cheapest outfit,
Okay.
whatever it is.
While she's doing that, after a few seconds of waiting, I'm looking for the dress because I know Rocky can shapeshift. So if I don't see the dress reappear after like 10 to 15 seconds, I don't know, like
Okay.
I'll fucking go in.
Certainly. So, okay. The first thing we're gonna do is address the clothes. And then we're gonna return to Demetrius as he walks into the Pink Pearl after Rocky disappears.
Yep.
Rocky, what they offer you for 2 gold for your outfit
Okay.
is a very simple pair of like breeches. No belt.
Belt.
And a well-made but very basic looking kind of white linen like shirt. And let's say like a nice like knit shawl.
Okay.
Anything more than that would be more expensive.
I take that. I use the shawl to like tie around my waist kind of to keep the pants up. And then I stuff
I mean,
my.
it's not like ill-fitting. Everything fits
Oh,
you.
okay. Okay.
But
It
there's
fits.
no
All right.
like trappings on it.
Okay. Yeah, I put it on. I shove my dress that I was wearing. I like change right there in the store, but like somehow like nobody ends up seeing anything because
Sure.
I like keep shape shifting as I do it. So
Well, they
it's
have
just like a
dressing
blur.
room. They have a dressing
Oh,
room.
never mind. Okay. I change in the changing room. I come out with dress shoved into my bag and I walk out the door and I change into like a page boy appearance
Okay.
and then go back to the Pink Pearl. But obviously I'm like 3 to 5 minutes after he's walked in.
Yes. So, before we address that, Demetrius,
Yes.
you walk in, and there's a dramatic pause.
While we're pausing,
effect.
if Demetrius could, as he kind of like starts to go in, he's going to just kind of like crack the door open and kind of glance in. Does he see Fallon anywhere in the interior?
Make a perception check.
Sure. 21.
Decidedly not immediately.
Decidedly not immediately. Okay.
You're certain that she's not in the immediate like front room.
Okay. With that kind of glancing around, Demetrius will more kind of confidently, I guess, enter.
Okay.
He will go over to the bar, just like laying down a gold piece, getting like cheapest ale he can. Actually ordering 2 drinks. As he sits down, holding one off to the side for Fallon. Oh my god, my brain just lapsed. Fallon and one for myself.
Sure. As you order the 2 drinks, it is the same person that had assisted you guys before.
Sure.
She kind of like looks you up and down unflatteringly as you approach.
Demetrius doesn't say anything, just like sets down the gold, like just holds up 2 and just sits.
You have a visitor. You will
Looks
leave your weapons here.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
Then you will not see them. And you can arrange your business somewhere else.
And looking around, is there any door or any indication or hints that might indicate
Yeah.
where they are, basically?
So, looking around just immediately the room, this is a nice, like, long, kind of large dining room with marble floors and some carpets scattered around, rugs rather. And there is the bar that kind of lines the left side of the wall, and then there is a hallway that leads straight back into like a narrower kind of space. And you do see doors in that hallway. There is also a set of stairs off to the right side of the room that leads to an upper level.
Okay.
She's just looking at you.
Yeah, Demetrius is holding her gaze as he/I am thinking that over.
Yeah. We don't want conflict here.
I ain't going to be the one that starts it, I can assure you.
That doesn't matter to me.
Now, am I to assume that Fallon, this guest, and their associates left their weapons with you as well?
She doesn't answer you.
I don't
Actually,
like
she
being
does answer you. None of them were carrying that.
Oh, God.
Referring down to your gun.
Yeah,
Massive
yeah.
weapon.
the fucking miniature cannon. Demetrius is going to pull out the papers of like basically the badge and whatnot, indicating his service in the Marlbach Navy, and kind of indicating to that, just listen, I serve people. I ain't no outlaw or vagabond that came here to cause any trouble. This right here is registered with the proper authorities once I entered the city, I can assure you. I understand it might make you a bit nervous, but I can assure you that I have no intention of causing any trouble. You have my word as a soldier that any conflict that might arise will not stem from me.
Make a persuasion check. At disadvantage. That is not particularly compelling to her.
Sure. We're super persuasive and we're going to get 2 nat 20s, see? That's 1 and that's 2. So we're looking at a spicy 4.
You served someone's people. If it is a battle that you're anticipating, we have no interest in that here. Do you know who you are going to see? This Fallon name means nothing. You are speaking to the ambassador of Fumar. The right hand of the queen. Her safety is of the utmost importance. So you will leave your weapon, or you will resolve your business elsewhere.
Demetrius just grits his teeth the sound of like the metal arm straining as his fist just like is clenching. He will leave the gun and he's going to leave it with Iris,
Okay.
basically strapping it to her back.
Okay.
He will then have Iris just tail behind him as he says, "She'll wait outside. I won't take it in."
Okay.
All right then, lead the way.
Gladly. Rocky, as you enter, you see Demetrius and Iris with Demetrius's gun strapped to her back, being led away from the bar by the woman that had helped you originally. And you see them go. Demetrius, she leads you down a hallway. Oops, the music cut. I'm sorry.
More music, more music.
Sorry. She leads you down a hallway. The door is left open. And kind of like standing posted outside are two of the guards that had been there in the council square. And they kind of like eye Iris as you approach.
I'd like to imagine Iris, just her crest is like fully extended out and is looking like goddamn like feral as fuck.
The woman that had led you here, she takes a bowl off of a nearby countertop and sets it down. It is full of water. She sets it down on the floor. And just kind of looks back up to you. Resolve your business. Bring no trouble to this place. There is enough of that.
That we can agree on. As
If you need anything. And
appreciate your hospitality.
she glides away. Do you enter the room?
I am going to go into the room. But before I do, I'm going to bend down, kind of petting Iris on the head and just kind of taking her head in my hands, switching over into Draconic, whispering, assuming the guards hopefully don't know that. If you hear me whistle, you come on in. But if I ain't back out in about, let's say 10 minutes, you go on back to Maze, okay?
Dad, I don't like this.
I don't like it either, sweetheart, but sometimes we gotta do things we don't particularly like. So just kind of run my hand against her head once more.
She leans into it.
And standing back up to my full height, metal arm again flexing as just kind of tension builds in the leg as well. He's gonna walk in.
Okay. Before we transition to that, Rocky, do you do anything? You see the woman lead Demetrius.
Does the hallway look like something like part of the normal, like other people would normally walk down the hallway, or is it like kind of look like it's a restricted hallway?
It looks like You've been in enough taverns. This looks like the area where there are like private rooms.
Okay. I look like a page boy right now, like an errand boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk down the hallway, and stand by Is Iris out in the hallway right now?
Let's say yes. As Demetrius disappears into the one room, Iris is kind of seated there, staring at the room.
I pick a door that's close to where I'm at, but not right there, and I stand with my hands behind my back, leaning close to the wall next to one of the closed doors.
Okay, make a deception or performance check, your choice.
I am definitely better at this one over another.
Perfect.
25.
Awesome. The guards in full plate there, they eye you for a second and then just kind of go back to not talking, just standing there. One of them kind of does like a...
And I very nervously nod and then look away,
Yeah.
like I'm a nervous page boy or whatever, and I am intimidated by big scary guards.
Sure. Okay. Demetrius. You walk in, and the room is small. There is a fireplace. There are a couple of couches. At the far end, there is a small table with 2 chairs. Seated at one of them is the familiar face of Fallon. As she looks up,
Just kind of taking a moment to pause in the doorway, just smiling, just as best as he can. Just kind of takes a moment before striding over to the 2 drinks still in hand.
as
Sits down.
As you walk up, just as a note, there
Sure.
are 2 drinks already on.
Oh, I just kind of look at that,
there's 2
laughing,
glasses of wine.
and 2 ales. I just kind of look down and look back up to the table, like, I see we took the liberty supplying the other's drink. How thoughtful.
Birds of a feather.
One might say, as he sits down. Well, it's been some time.
What do you want?
I could ask you the same goddamn thing. What the hell are you doing here? What is this?
I'm here on business, but I'm sure you already knew that.
Well, I didn't think you were spending time in Narrow on vacation per se, but I
Hardly
figured you were.
vacation.
It does seem work consumes us these days.
She reaches
I
out
suppose
and
if-
across from you, takes the glass of wine that is in front of you,
Mhm.
and drinks it, and sets it back in front of you. As you're talking.
Kind of looking at it and frowning. I was like, I was going to drink that, but all right. I'm going to take a sip of yours. Then I'm going to lean over and take the one in front of her.
Okay. To preface,
Mhm.
you do not feel anything, but please make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. We are so wise. That's an 8.
Okay. That's okay. Nothing changes.
Sure.
You have questions?
Curiosity, I suppose. Questions that, well, if I'm being honest, I don't reckon you're going to answer, at least forthright, but
I'm not
What the
certain that I
hells?
can.
I suppose we'll see. Let's start with the basics. Fallon, or whatever this other name you're going by, just who exactly are you?
I would not show this to someone that hadn't proven, what is the word? Worthy, isn't it? It would be easier to show you. She puts one hand up. With her other hand, she kind of goes to her belt. Do you do anything?
Demetrius is just going to sit there, glass in hand.
She procures a small book. Very similar to the one that you had found.
Okay.
And she slides it across the table to you.
Kind of looks down at it. He'll just kind of quickly look at it for a second, still closed, for kind of opening and just kind of thumbing through a few pages.
As you do this, please make a wisdom save at disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. It's going to be a 7.
Okay. This is what you read, and before I show you,
Sure.
however you choose to interpret this, however you choose to logic it out, everything you read to Demetrius becomes true.
Everything Demetrius reads becomes true or
In
it
his
seemed...
head, in his
Okay.
head, everything that you're about to read is fact.
Okay. Gotcha.
Would you like to read it out loud, or shall I?
Oh, I say go right ahead.
Okay. I am Misara Lanik of Fumar, right hand of the Queen, chief ambassador of royal affairs, and dedicated servant of the crown. Despite my many titles and duties, no affair of mortals has weighed so heavily on my heart as the disappearance of my twin sister. I must think of Valis, of the new country, the alliance of our kingdoms, and yet my heart is pulled again and again in the direction of my blood. My network of spies cannot locate her. I cannot reach her. I haven't seen her since we were children, and yet I cannot escape the feeling that my only remaining blood has fallen to darkness. The last I heard from my network, she was in Nero, seen swimming out beyond the glowing gardens to an underwater cave few dare enter. Since my accident, I possess not the courage to go there myself. Whispers speak of dark machinations at work where the waters run deep. I have heard the cave is marked by 5 white shells in a loose arc above the entrance. I must not forget these details. Perhaps I can hire someone more capable than myself to explore this cave when I travel to Nero. These things I know to be true. The hand is a blessing upon the world. Her mission is the pursuit of greatness for all the realms. It is true wisdom to unite with her. Ulrich Altringer must die. All friends are well-intentioned, but they cannot be trusted. The Damarkog are nothing more than a dying guild. Rumors of their history and membership are perpetuated by fools. All Nero's counselors are pure of heart and can be trusted. The wild magic storms to the north, though interesting in concept, hold nothing of interest. Messara watches as you read, sipping her wine.
And just so I understand how to respond to this properly, I believe everything in the book is true, and that extends to, Demetrius now believes, for instance, the wild magic storms to the north are of nothing of interest. That's no longer, that's...
Let me read the full description.
If he was interested, is that...
Yeah,
Okay.
Let me read this.
It's not just I just want to make sure like it's not. I believe everything she's telling me versus everything in this is fact.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
You know, I'll read this to you and you can interpret it however.
Okay.
you
Sure.
think.
Sure.
The person that reads the passage must make a wisdom save of a certain amount, or else believe entirely that the contents are true, and all memories to the contrary are erased.
Ah. That's some additional information. Oh, wow, this is fun. This is fun. I love this. Oh my god. Okay, I have to think now for a second.
Take your time.
Um,
You know what? In fact, let's cut back to
Perfect.
Team A. You three. May,
I'm
Quinn,
sure
and-
they're both. I'm sure they're both just in hiding or something.
Oh,
Nothing
thank
important
you.
happening. Sorry, go ahead, Grace.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I have nothing in mind. After a certain point, if the three of you are not doing anything in particular, was that this?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
May's gonna sit up on the bed and take the portrait out of the frame and look at it.
Okay. Did I?
If that's okay to do right now.
No, of course. Yeah, certainly. I have it somewhere. I didn't know if it was a handout or not. I think it's not. Sorry. Sorry, I have too many documents.
No such thing.
So many documents.
Like trinkets.
Too many
Trinkets, and I need another folder for my trinkets and a bookmark for my bookmarks of my trinkets.
Okay.
Gonna like wipe and take it out.
Okay. So there is the painting, sorry, not the painting, the portrait of Gabriel. Sorry. Not Gabriel. Not as you knew him. On the back, you flip it over and read. It says, Gabriel, you brought honor back to your name. There is hope for Ulrich, your son. You need no longer run from your sins. Find peace.
May is just gonna start like shaking. And just let go of it, drop it on the ground.
It flutters.
I think she's just kind of gonna go like oh my god. She's just gonna like curl up on her bed and just like start ticking
Okay.
and just like kind of sit there and like push up back against the wall and just kind of like rock, I guess.
Sure. Memories of Ulrich's face flood back to you. Memories of your mother's face flood back to you. That nauseous feeling returns. Unbidden. Celine, you see the paper drift from underneath May's bed, and you hear the silence above.
Okay. I'm unbothered.
Okay. Okay. Quinn.
Yeah.
The seagulls return. You see out a distant window as they flutter back down and return to doing seagull things where they left off.
I'm going to take like a little heel of bread, and I'm gonna knock on May's door. I'm just gonna say, you guys need to stay here. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna walk out and I'm gonna start heading back towards the council building. I'm gonna drop my jacket. I'm going to pull down a curtain, and I'm just gonna kind of wrap it around myself till I can go to a clothing store.
Okay.
And get just kind of like a cute like dress or something like that.
Nice.
Something that will look much different from what I was wearing before.
Sure. As you exit dockside, you do see. Actually, I'm gonna just pull us over real quick. You see some things, which are things, and not things. So, also gonna. You, as you kind of exit the area, you do see what looks like a squad of about half a dozen guards that look like they're kind of like entering dockside.
Mm-hmm.
The dockside district, just to lay it out for you, is almost like a grid, like a dock that's like shaped in a grid with like houses in between.
Mm-hmm.
And so not quite near you, not close enough to see you as you're exiting. You see about 6 guards that are entering the area with weapons in hand.
I'm gonna go over to EM's house and knock on the door.
Okay.
And like knock kind of frantically.
Come in. She opens the door for you.
I kind of slide in and shut the door.
Welcome
EM?
in.
Hi, it's good to see you. This is gonna sound weird. I need a change of clothes.
I can help you with that. Any preference?
Something cute.
Something cute. I can assist. One moment. She
Yeah.
kind of like hobbles back to one of her, well, actually the other room in her house that you can tell, and
The one other room.
she comes back with like a trunk and sets it on the ground. It doesn't look like it's too heavy or anything, but pulls out a variety of like flowered shirts and different colored pants, and there is a dress. There is like a nice flowery dress if you want that instead.
I'll throw the dress on just because I was wearing pants before. And I'll
Wait, and take this as well. She offers you like a yellow shawl that
Oh,
pairs very
perfect.
nicely.
I put it over my head. And then does she have any like flowers in the window or anything like that?
Does she? I'm gonna roll for flowers real quick.
Roll for flowers, please.
Yes.
Great. I'm going
Some
to.
daisies.
I'm gonna. Can I steal the flowers as well?
By all means, if you bring me back some new ones.
I will. These look like they're wilting a little. Anyway, yeah.
I sense trouble is afoot.
A little bit.
It will be handled, my boy. Go on.
Thank you. And I'm gonna step out.
She
and
follows you out.
Oh.
But she, as you depart, she notably, whichever direction you go, she goes a different way.
Okay. And I'm going to, with the shawl over my head, I'm gonna act like I have no clue why there are guards here. And I'm just gonna giggle as I walk past them with this bouquet of flowers.
Okay. Make a deception check with advantage.
Cool.
You do not look like yourself. Okay. Yeah. So, as you go, they
Sorry.
don't seem to notice you.
I might. No, that's fine. Never mind.
Either way, you got it.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna scooch past these guys, and I'm gonna head back. Oh, no problem. And like just kind of giggling, I'm gonna head towards the council building.
Okay. Sounds good. As you kind of depart, you do hear the distant voice of Ian. Well, what is all this about? Welcome to our city, my boys. Welcome. And that kind of fades.
Hero, absolute hero.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna make my way.
uptown.
Yeah, uptown girl. I'm gonna duck into an alley real quick.
Okay.
And once I'm like in the vicinity of where everything just went down and I drop DG,
Mhm.
I'm gonna ritual cast find locate animal again.
As you walk up to the council building, you don't need to. DG is there.
At the council building still here?
He has not. He appears to have not left or moved at all. He is curled up, as much curled up as like a rat can be. His little rat tail swirled around him, with his little nose twitching. As you approach,
I'm gonna walk over and squat down, and I'll cast Speak with Animals.
he's all up like in your hands, like doing the
Hey,
thing when
but-
the animal's
yeah.
excited to see you.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
You were gone for a long time.
I know. I'm sorry.
Distinguished gentleman, missed the big one.
I miss you too, man. Did you get my message?
I did. Big was, flappy, very scary.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
That
know.
guy was. What is word for when? Oh, I heard this one. A dumbass.
Dumbass? Who called you a dumbass?
Not me. I have heard it before.
Oh, you shouldn't curse. You're too young to curse.
Is it bad?
Well, not really. I mean, just don't say it to like priests.
What is a priest?
I don't know. I'm realizing I'm introducing a lot of concepts to you right now.
God.
I'm sorry about that. Were you able to follow that lady I told you to follow?
Oh, that is what you told her to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess you
Yes.
didn't. Yes, you did?
I saw her go into a very nice, shiny place. The floors were cold, and then
They were hot.
a very big one came with a big thing that was hard, and she did a thwack.
She
And
did a
distinguished
thwack?
gentleman did not think distinguished gentleman was very distinguished, and so
Well,
I left and came back here.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have a word with these people. I think I'm gonna let them know that they don't do this to distinguished gentlemen
Can
because
you
you're
call them
distinguished.
a dumbass?
I'll call him a dumbass. I'll do that for you.
I missed you, big one.
I missed you too, buddy. And I give him a little
Big one.
and I give him a bunch of some of the bread that I had and everything, and I put in my pocket. I make sure there's no important documents in that pocket.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna stand up and look around for a big shiny building.
Yeah, if you out, he will lead you to the pink pearl,
Oh, perfect. Okay,
describing it with the various scents and the people that were inside.
great.
As you approach, I think this times up perfectly. If you choose to go inside.
I will kind of stand there for a second and look around, question my disguise, and then I'm gonna pull out DG, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, buddy, I need to send you on another mission real quick.
Okay,
I need you to deliver a message."
I can do this.
Okay, and I describe Celine and what Celine looks like, and the exact location where I know Celine is, which is in May's bedroom. I assume she's in May's bedroom because I was the only one in that room for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send DG there. And I'm gonna send May Celine a message. I'm gonna say, "Hey, I'm at the pink pearl. Follow DG. He will lead you here. That's 10 words. I don't know why I'm counting it and also thinking of the words, so I can't remember the number.
Yeah, that's the way. You gotta use the fingers.
I'm trying to use fingers, but it's just too much for me. It's too much for my little brain.
I do this many.
I do this many. Fallon may be here. Be ready for trouble. Watch out for guards. And then I set him down, and he goes.
Okay. Beautiful.
I give him a big piece of cheese before he goes, and you're a trooper, bud.
Will I see you again?
Yeah, you will see me as soon as you bring them back here. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I am a hero.
Hero. Yes.
He scurries off with his little pear-shaped body.
Oh, he's a hero.
Too good for this world. And I'm
we
going
need to make him a medal.
I'm gonna duck into the bar, and I'm gonna sit down at the bar and keep an eye out.
Sure. Your immediate surroundings are there is like the bar, which is familiar to you. The gleaming walls, the gleaming floor, the very nice rugs that are kind of underneath each table. The same lady. I forgot how I described her before, but she's the same one. Very clean looking.
That one.
The one. You know the one. The nondescript tavern keeper.
The dumbass.
The dumbass. There is like the stairs upstairs. There is the back hallway, which you can clearly see because it goes straight back. There is a page, what looks like some sort of squire leaning up against a door. And there's Iris with old blue strapped to her back. And there are two guards that are kind of just like standing as well.
I'm going to like tentatively walk over to Iris, look at the guards, and go, "Is this yours?"
They kind of like, nope, keep it moving.
Can I just? I'm sorry, it's just so cute. Can I give it like scritches?
It's not ours.
I'll take that as a yes.
They don't stop you.
I'm gonna kneel down. I'm gonna get real close, and I'm gonna like act like I'm like mewing, or mewling. Is that the word?
Doing the cutesy animal voices.
Doing the cutesy. But
Yeah.
little does everyone know, I've got secret stuff.
Oh my
Bastard.
goodness. Secret stuff.
Don't talk to my dog.
I use universal speech as I'm kind of scritching, and I go, "Where's Demetrius?
He's in there.
Is he safe?"
Yeah, I think so. He told me that he would whistle for me if there was a problem.
Okay. I'm gonna be at the bar, okay? If you need anything, let me know.
Don't leave. The
I'll
bar,
be close.
I mean.
I won't leave the bar. I'll be here. Everyone else is on their way too.
Okay.
Well, May and Celine are on their way. I don't know about Rocky.
Okay. I mean, what is Iris's perception? Is it just like a straight roll?
Passive perception?
Does she have anything for like perception based on smell?
She doesn't have like a advantage she doesn't have like the owl's sense or like the like any scent based advantages or anything like that.
Okay.
Her passive perception is 12. I don't know if that makes a difference.
I would like to say that like while we've been waiting, I've been trying to wink at Iris this whole time.
Sure, yeah. I was gonna have her try to smell you out and see if she recognized you, but
Yeah, so like
if
the
you
entire
catch her
time that I've been
eye and
standing there,
something-
I've been like waiting for the guards to not look, and then I've been like,
yeah.
Just going, psst.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
Okay, in that case, to you, Quinn, before you depart from this interaction, she says, I'm pretty sure 80%, 90%. I don't know. I'm a dragon. I'm pretty sure that it's Rocky in the pants.
I look over at the person in the pants. I narrow my...
I look at Quinn, and then I look at the guards. Are the guards watching us?
Yeah, they're not like, you know, being like, but you're in their vision and they're watching what's happening.
I look at Quinn, and then I look at the guards, big and scared, and then I look at Quinn, and I go like, and then I look quickly at the ground, but then I look at Iris, and I look at Quinn, and I look at Iris again, and I look at the ground.
Quinn's just like, okay.
Because I can't hear what Iris told you.
Yeah.
No, we've been kind of whispering to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
It's
can't
not in
understand.
common either.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, well, wait, do I?
Do you know Draconic?
Nope, I know Infernal.
Not quite, unfortunately.
Not quite.
Not
no
quite.
dice. However, Quinn, you may choose to interpret these eye movements however you
I think
so
I got
wish.
it. I'm going to... I've been talking a lot. Do you want to...
No, you're good. This time's out. As soon as this is resolved, we're going to return to Demetrius.
Okay, then I'm just going to stand, and I am going to attempt to flirt with these guards and just distract them.
Okay. Okay,
Hell
before
yeah.
we address that.
Finally, a bard seducing.
It's about time.
It's
I
about
want
damn
to
time.
fuck these guards.
No, no.
Can I roll to fuck guard?
Roll the fuck, please.
Roll to fuck. Okay,
Roll for threesome.
Demetrius.
We have an asexual bard.
Okay.
BTW.
BTW.
We're not even in here anymore. This ain't even the ding dang place. Masara kind of looks at you as you sort of finish reading. So, you see why my situation is complicated.
God's above, Massar. I'm so sorry for all of this. This is a hell of a situation you've gotten into, and you know this. I think I vaguely recall running around the city and hearing tale of a body. It was out near those. I think it's in the spot. You talking about this glowing gardens? I think I've heard about this. Do you need me and the rest of us to go check it out?
If you were so willing, that would be greatly appreciated.
I mean,
I fear for my sister, but our paths have taken us clearly in different directions. I cannot explain what's been going on, but for someone wearing my face, doing things, thinking it's me.
Yeah, I can see why that would be troubling and confusing, and I see now all this confusion that has happened over these past few weeks. Well, yeah, I mean, it's only right that we bring someone like that to proper justice. And real quick side note, or side question,
Yes.
if I read that, is Valis the new country or the sister, or do I know the sisters?
Valis, you have heard the name Valis once before.
Okay.
Where did you hear the name?
I totally, if you've mentioned this before, I am blanking.
It was
'Cause
on the
I'm a
back
big dummy
of the
dumb.
map that you found in the box in Sour's home.
Ah,
Um,
okay.
so the word is familiar to you.
Sure.
I'm gonna pull this up here if I can. Is that wrong? I apologize.
You're quite all right.
Does the word Valis ring a bell to anybody else? Have I not? Have I
I don't-
misremembered?
I
Okay.
can't read.
In that case.
I'm looking through some of the stuff. I'm not seeing anything.
Okay. In that
about-
case.
This may be the first time. Like I
Yeah.
couldn't. I didn't immediately recognize that name.
No, you're good. I have misremembered in that case. So you have
Was
not
it-
heard the word Valis before.
Valis?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. It's not in my note sheet either. Well,
Gotcha.
the note sheet that you wrote for me, it's not there.
So that is indicative of the country. So I do not. Has she shared, or do I not know her sister's name?
She has not said her sister's name.
In which case, Demetrius, what's your sister? What's her name?
Well, if she is still going by the name that she was given by her parents, that would be Fallon.
I see. Well, that makes sense. It's all coming together now. Well, it's only right and proper then we bring Fallon into proper justice.
Yes, I would hate for harm to befall her, but
Would you prefer that we try to bring her in alive then?
truthfully, I don't know. I have thought long of this. Had almost put out of my mind the possibility of seeing her again, or under what circumstances I could. If you are willing to seek her out for me, I will trust your judgment.
I understand. I'll do what I can, but I'll try to bring her in alive. Perhaps that affords you two a chance to talk and maybe
Reform
resolve.
the family that was broken.
I'm sorry.
You don't have
But,
to be.
Is there anything we should know about Fallon? She capable of anything extraordinary? I know some people have an affinity for magic, and I just kind of want to know what we're getting into, if you catch my meaning.
I know so little of her myself. As children, we loved to swim. But it has been a long time. I don't know who she is. Only that she is my sister.
Well, I reckon then it's time we brought you two together once again.
I would want nothing more.
Well, I've got a few companions that I think are trustworthy and willing to take help in this here mission. And where might we find you once this, assuming this goes swimmingly, we can apprehend her? Where can we meet?
We can meet here. If you are able to send a squire to the council building, or a messenger of some kind, addressed, of course, to Masara.
Of course.
I will see it and I will come. Just name the time.
Of course, of course.
Do you have any other questions?
I don't think so. You've been incredibly forthright and helpful, and I appreciate it. It's crazy how this whole misunderstanding has just blown up into this whole thing.
It
But we're
has
going
not
to set
been the
things
first
right.
time, believe me.
Well, it seems that people in our line of work seem to catch a lot of flack. It's kind of natural, but rest assured, we'll do everything we can.
Thank you, truly. As
Of
a
course.
note, Quinn and Rocky, you can both go ahead and make perception checks.
Because we can hear what they're saying?
We'll see.
Oh. Nope.
Quinn, you hear almost all of this. Well, thank you. You
course.
didn't have to believe me, and you did.
Well, I mean, it all makes sense. It all falls together. I mean, it's just the truth of the matter.
Just the truth. Cheers.
Cheers.
Downs the wine.
Bounce it right back. And with that, Demetrius will turn and leave.
Okay. So, as you leave, you see a figure. Or, well, no, Quinn would have.
I'm going
apologize.
to. I'm actually going.
Okay.
I'm actually going to. If I know that Demetrius is coming, and I've just heard all that, I'm
Yeah.
actually going to try to maneuver so that way my back is facing that hallway, so that way whoever comes through can't see my face.
Okay. Also, I had forgotten in my head that you originally said you were going to go back to the bar, but then also that you stayed. So I was going to retcon your perception, but you did hear. Okay, so that all sticks.
I was with the guards because I was trying to stay in this area.
Also, as a general, as you're flirting with these guards, go ahead and make a charisma check.
Okay.
Or, well, I mean, I guess persuasion.
Get a
Yeah.
persuasion check word?
Yeah, persuasion. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
They're going home with
They
you tonight.
start out frigid with you, but you slowly crack a couple light jokes. They kind of warm up a little bit more. They're both fully engaged with you by the time you see the familiar body of Demetrius arise and begin to leave the room.
Yeah. I'm going
Rocky's eyes are bigger and bigger as this is happening, watching Quinn do this, and is like, oh no.
Watching the show.
This must be serious.
As Demetrius leaves, I'm gonna. Do I see Fallon come out as well?
That'll depend. She does not immediately move to leave.
I'm just gonna stay here a little while longer.
Okay.
I recognize her voice though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna stay here and just continue to flirt with these guards for a little bit.
Perfect. Yeah. To resolve immediately, Iris, Demetrius, as soon as you kind of exit, she is by your side.
Yeah, I just kind of run my hand along her crest again, and be like,
How'd it go?
it went well. Don't worry, we got us a good lead now. We got to the bottom of some things. Things are starting to line up, and I got us a job.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
let's
what
go,
else to
bro.
about.
Yeah, don't you worry. Your dad's got this all taken care of. He knows what's what.
Her hackles settle. She kind of returns to her normal self as the two of you go to exit the Pink Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
Before addressing Quinn, Rocky, do you do anything, or are you just kind of standing there waiting?
So I heard them saying all of that.
No, you heard.
My
Quinn
perception was I
flirting
did. Okay,
with
I heard
the
Quinn
guards.
flirting.
You heard the familiar voice of Fallon, but did not catch any words. Like when you hear someone like speaking the next room over, but like can't make out what they're saying. But
And the guards are still guarding the door and flirting with Quinn.
yes.
And I don't know what I should do. I continue to just stand there, bouncing on the tips of my toes and looking very much not at Quinn flirting with the guards.
Sure. Yeah. So after a while, after about 10-ish, 15-ish additional minutes, you both hear like kind of rustling inside the room, the scraping of a chair as Fallon stands and kind of comes up to the guards, who are so engrossed with our bard that they don't quite hear her approach. And yes, ma'am. Are you ready to leave? Yes, I believe our business here is resolved.
Before they leave, I'm going to give both of them. What kind of flowers did I have?
Daisies.
Daisies. I'm going to give both of them one of my daisies, and then just kind of giggle coquettishly as I
Good word.
head back
Perfect
over
use.
head back over to the bar, just trying to look away from Fallon's gaze.
Sure. I mean, as she like walks up and like sees you, the only thing that she does as you hand these daisies, careful. These two are dangerous. Patting one of them. But she doesn't appear to like look you directly in the eyes or anything. She kind of just...
I just reply, "Oh, I aim to find out." As I go to the bar.
With two blushing guards on either side, and Rocky, you see this as well. She leaves with the two guards by her side, and they walk out the door. She gives a nod to the barkeeper as she exits. Anyone at the bar, make an insight check.
That include me in the
Yes.
hallway?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead. She is within your vision. Insight.
Did it not go into insight? Did it not do anything?
I don't see your roll here.
What? What? He was working. What
You're
happened?
good.
Oh,
Beautiful.
there it goes.
We'll take the second. You're fine.
Okay.
So, as the door closes behind those three, a few moments pass where the bartender is just kind of idly like cleaning a glass. She visibly relaxes, kind of kneads her shoulder, shakes her head, and goes back to what she was doing, but appearing slightly more relaxed.
Can I make an attempt to go into the room that Fallon came out of?
You can certainly just do that. There appears to be no one in the area.
I walk right into the room,
Yeah. You see
and I would like to investigate.
two couches. There are two chairs at like a small table. There's a fireplace. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm looking to see if I can see any papers, anything with information on it.
Sure.
That was not a good.
There are no papers. This looks like a largely like decorative room. What you do see are 4 cups of alcohol. 2 of them drank with what look like remnants of wine kind of still in the bottoms of the cups.
Well, my investigation roll was so poorly, I don't think I can investigate those any further. I clearly am not gonna
You
find
can.
anything there. Can I do an investigation
You can always
specifically of the
ask.
wine glasses? Or could I do it as as an arcana or would that be like more of like a
Absolutely you
medicine
can.
check?
You can absolutely make an arcana check.
I'd like to make an arcana check.
Please, go ahead.
Okay. I don't know why I'm trying tonight.
Well, that's okay. It looks
Hmm.
like you get the aroma of like wine sweetened with honey, perhaps some blackberries. Um,
Bougie.
there's a thought that kind of tugs at your mind, but it seems distant. Almost like the feeling of someone yelling in the very, very far distance.
Can I pocket the glasses and take them with me?
Yeah.
Okay, I take them.
Perfect. Do you just like put them in your backpack or do you
Yeah,
just carry them?
I like wrap them in my dress
Okay.
so that they stay upright and don't jostle around or break and or lose what moisture might still be in there. And I throw them in my bag.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And then I walk out the room
Awesome.
towards the bar.
Everybody needs some good pocket wine.
Pocket wine. You see Quinn at the bar.
He has like a shot of something like a clear liquid, and then a dark liquid, and you watch as he. Oh my god!
For which you have paid 5 silver.
Yeah, fuck it. Oh, I hate doing that. Did you find anything, Rocky?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I look at you. Maybe. Did you find anything?
I did.
Before we get to that, before we compare notes, I should have done this exactly 1 minute ago. Let's take a bio break.
Thank God.
Good idea. I've been wiggling for a bit.
I've had to piss so bad.
Oh shit, royalty.
Royalty.
This is Prince.
This shit
Prince.
is the heir apparent.
Oh my.
Get us out of here, Grace. Get us out of here.
Speaking of eras and how Demetrius is in his villain one, what do you say? We jump back in.
Oh,
We
yes.
jump back into it
Yes.
with Quinn and Rocky as they sit down at the bar and begin, before I rudely interrupted them, to compare notes.
I would say that Rocky, as they walked out of the Hollywood, changed from a page boy to something else. Just like a generic person, a little bit more adult, less child, not supposed to be at a bar. So that way I can sit at the counter and have a drink.
Sure.
I slide over a shot glass of clear liquid towards Rocky. I'm actually not going to stay for too long. I'm on the trail, so to speak.
Yeah, me too.
On the prowl, but I did tell Celine and May to meet us here. I don't know if I should go after Demetrius, or I mean I have a way to follow Fallon now.
Is it your pet rodent?
Nope, it's Flowers.
That's a new one. I'm not mad about it though. Less likely to get kicked.
Yeah.
Big fan of that. All right. So if we have a way to follow Fallon, I could go follow
I need to
Demetrius
be-
if you'd want.
Yeah, if you can get Demetrius and maybe hang out here for a bit, I can see where Fallon may be
You
heading.
want me to bring him back here?
I don't know. I don't want to leave May and Celine high and dry.
Agreed.
The longer we talk, the further she's getting away from me right now.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go follow him. And I run out the door, changing back to my own face.
I'm gonna cast locate animals and plants. Locate animals or plants is the name. Is the full Christian name of the spell.
Beautiful.
And I am going to follow the daisies. Whatever the nearest daisy is, I know its location.
Okay. Before we get to that,
Okay.
Celine and May. You don't hear any doors open or shut. But some time passes and you do hear some mild squeaking.
At, before that,
Mhm.
before DG gets there,
Sure.
a few minutes of like being basically catatonic, like May is going to get up really fast and storm her way into the other room, pull out the chest that she put the vial in before, just aggressively fling it open and just start pulling vials out and throwing them against the wall
Okay.
until there's no more. And then she's just gonna sit over it and kind of deflate.
Okay. The floor is lined with broken glass. The walls are wet. The sofa is wet. The bed that your father slept in is wet. And the various smells kind of fill the room. Along with unbidden images of Domnall's face, your father's face, and certain features. A nose, the crinkle in his eyes. Things that you didn't recognize at first, but even now thinking back, you saw in Ulrich as a child. It is then that you hear the little scrabbling of little feet.
May will sort of like hollowly stand up and open the front door.
Immediately, a rat with a little heart-shaped spot, a familiar one, scurries straight past you through the labyrinth of broken glass on the floor and immediately begins scratching at the bedroom door.
She will sort of like turn and walk over slowly and open that door.
It goes right under the bed. He goes right under the bed. Oh no, I hit it, DG. Ah,
I'm leaving the stream. Bye.
no. DG scurries under the bed. Celine, DG he scurries right up to your face. And Quinn, can you remind me the message that you had wanted DG to give?
Oh, geez. I don't know the exact wording, but it was basically, I'm at the Pink Pearl. Fallon is here. Come with May and meet me here. Because I don't think I knew that Demetrius was in there yet, or Rocky. Yeah, basically that.
Okay. That is the message that you get, Celine.
Oh, follow DG. DG will lead you back. That was something else I said.
Mm-hmm. By this point, May.
Celine, why are you under my bed?
I needed to. We have to go. Celine just like rolls out from under the bed and stands up and just takes May by the hand and is just starting to follow the rat.
I guess go stiffly.
Sure.
I'm not going to forget this, Celine.
That's okay.
Follow.
Wonderful. Yeah. As the two of you depart, Demetrius, what do you do?
I was actually on my way back to May's house, thinking that everyone was still there.
Sure.
So he will just be going that road. That's pretty much it. He was going to head back and explain the job, more or less. That
You intercept them.
Would we have had time for a short rest during all this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
So you get some hit points back.
Oh, but I don't get any spell slots back,
No,
right?
you do not.
Ugh.
You
Fuck.
don't heard.
I get my bardic inspiration.
I get gun.
Do I... Wait, am I supposed to roll a hit die to see how many sorcerer points I get back?
No.
No.
Short rest. I don't think I had any hit points missing. I just never mind. Go ahead.
Also, since I am out of spell slots and can't disguise myself anymore, if we're going to be going out, I would be putting my hood up and just putting a really big, like, baggy cloak on if I can find one on my way out, just to disguise, just to hide as much of myself as fucking possible.
Maze would have been hanging there. She wasn't gonna wear it.
Yeah, I'll just grab that and just put up the hood and just.
Sure. As you do both leave, just as a note, there is like the distant sound of like laughter and conversation coming from Iam's home.
May ignores that.
That's fine. Yeah. But as you go, winding your way through the streets, you intercept Demetrius, who's there with Iris.
Unless you're all hiding or trying to not be seen by me. Dimitri sees you all and goes up. I found her. I know where Fallon's at.
Can I insight check him and see if there's like something weird?
Sure.
Why do you all want to do that? You don't know. You weren't there. You should trust me.
What was Rocky doing again? I'm sorry.
I was chasing Demetrius down. Would I have caught up to him by now?
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. You're together.
So I'm alone following Fallon again?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's
Sorry.
not Fallon.
All four of you are together.
I rolled a 15.
Do you want me to roll anything?
I guess roll. I mean,
He's not.
So, first of all, Celine, what are you trying to glean with your insight?
I want to see if everything's okay with him, if everything seems normal. Yeah.
Okay. First thing, I think this won't require like unless you're trying to persuade Celine of something or get past an insight or anything.
Not necessarily. Demetrius is stating what he believes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So Celine, with a 15 insight, that's pretty good. You definitively see no glaze of like a charm in his eyes. Anything that you've like, he doesn't seem to be like, there's no discoloration around his mouth. There's no evidence of poisoning. It looks like no harm has come to him as a result of whatever event has happened, and it looks to be speaking enthusiastically, kind of seeming motivated.
Demetrius, we know where she is. We're going to kill her now.
So you already know where Fallon's at, then?
Yeah,
How'd you all find out?
Quinn sent the rat.
How did Quinn know where Fallon was at?
I don't know. We're going.
Okay, well, you're going the wrong way. We're going out this way.
We're following
I would
the rat.
point towards the docks or the glowing garden. Yeah. Assuming I know where that's at, actually. I don't
you point
actually know.
vaguely I mean, the glowing gardens, expands over
Okay,
the area.
okay.
So.
I point there.
Would we say that this is when Rocky runs up?
Yeah, the four of you are together.
Okay. So I interposed. Yes. So yeah, Demetrius already talked to Fallon.
I turn and say, "No, I didn't. I talked to Miss Sarah."
Well, so here's the thing, and I look at May. There's something weird about the person that we tried to kidnap just a little bit ago. I tried to read their mind, and there was somebody else in there.
Could I see, after hearing that, could I make further investigation to see if there is anything magically up with him?
Magically
I
up
also
with
wanna-
Demetrius?
Yes.
Sure. I guess make Arcana checks.
Damn it!
I'm gonna say, I don't know that there's something wrong with Demetrius. I have not perceived him to be behaving weird. So the glasses that I took, I got because I wanted to try to get the DNA from her glass, but I don't know which one was hers. So I pull both of the glasses out and be like, I did take the glasses that they used to drink from, because then maybe we can look at the mouthing she did on, I don't know which glass was hers. But you know, because maybe genetically it's somebody else. So
The
maybe
hell's
he's
genetics?
right. Maybe I don't know. And I hold him up to May. I'm like, is there something you can do magically about like something?
No,
Oh,
we are following the rat. Come on. I don't
Okay.
know what to say.
I don't either. If you're trying to get to Fallon, she's off this way.
should probably still regroup first. I think we should regroup first. Let's follow Rat.
Well, we still need to get to Quinn, but I mean, like, what?
He's
I'm
not actually
confused
going
as
to
to-
be there anymore, though. If the Rat's taking us to the Pink Pearl, he's not going to be there because he was following Messy.
Masara.
He was following. He was following the guards that were with Masara. So Quinn is just keeping tabs because, again, you already talked to them and they said they weren't Fallon. You're saying?
I
But-
know they're not Fallon. It's
Well, there was
they're
someone else in
Masara.
their
They are
mind.
they're the hand to the Queen and chief ambassador of royal affairs. Like they're a servant of the crown. They're not Fallon.
That might be true. That might be true.
I think
There's
the
also-
confusion is they're a twin sister of Fallon. They do look similar.
Well, there was someone else besides Masara and besides Fallon in their mind. So there's still something weird with Masara going on right now. Definitely something weird. So Quinn's following them, keeping an eye on things, just trying to figure out what's happening because something is weird. And like, my skin shifts a little bit as I say that because I'm clearly like weirded out. My hair color changes to green.
Okay.
I mean,
so-
I understand if you're weirded out, but the problem is going to be from Fallon, and Fallon is by the glowing gardens.
Whoever
Is
this
that what
is,
they told
if
you?
they have somebody in their mind, they are probably an agent of the hand. So let us go to this place and
If they're an agent of the hand, that's good.
We all,
They can
There
help
it
us.
I look at the glasses again, and then I look at Demetrius. Can I do another Arcana check on the glasses now that I'm sus about the things that he's saying? Please.
Don't be.
Damn it.
Don't be suspicious.
Okay.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be.
Suspicious.
yeah, can
Uh,
I make any sort of Arcana check to determine like what kind of bewitchment this might be? Because I mean, that right there is enough for me to.
Not unreasonable. Yes. Make an Arcana check. And so I know how to
15.
answer. Are you Arcana-ing, for lack of a better verb? Demetrius?
I don't know about the
or-
glasses.
the
I'm
cups?
doing Demetrius.
Okay. Also, I'm just gonna move this back here.
Guys, let's just accept the hand.
Be a lot easier.
It's
Something. Bite the hand that feeds.
So, with a 15 Arcana, you have heard before of items that can be used to modify the memory of people that do not actually like charm them. Like objects, not really spells, I don't think. But you've heard of like things that are heavily outlawed. Items that are able to modify people's memory. So you know that this can be done, but maybe not by what.
Demetrius, what did she do whenever you met with her?
Well, we sat down. We had a little talk. We drank some drinks.
And I like rattle the cups at people. Like,
Yeah, I guess from those.
Who
What?
provided the drinks?
We both provided the drinks. She even, I know what you're thinking, poison or something like that. She took a sip of mine, and I took a sip of hers. So it all worked out. You know, it was above board. Besides this, Masara is not the problem.
Who
Fallon
drank
is.
first?
We've been chasing down Fallon, and
Who
Fallon.
drank first?
She drank first.
From
The wine that was in front of me. And you know how, she was doing it as a gesture to, make sure that, is he going to think it's poisoned? And she took a
Did
sip.
she drink? Did she drink from her own?
She did. Drank from both.
The glasses were empty when I got in there.
Yeah, because we
them.
drank them. It's not poisonous. Look, y'all are getting caught up on this. I know she looks a lot like Fallon, but she ain't Fallon. It's
What
Masara.
happened next?
Did she tell you this?
Yeah, well, yeah. And she showed me. She kept like all this wonderful book of records of what she's doing. She's even looking for her sister. Fallon is her twin sister, and she's been caught up in her work for the crown she's been doing. But it's family. She's trying to find her sister and bring her back. And she didn't even want to kill her necessarily. Just bring her back in and face justice.
So
And
she
what
didn't-
about the hand?
What about the hand?
What about it?
I mean, the hand. It's.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not a particularly religious person, but I mean, the hand's pretty great. I mean, from at least everything that I've heard. I mean,
The
they're
same hand that tried to take your daughter away? Ophelia?
question for the DM. How does that reconcile in my brain? How does that, I guess,
Sure.
how would Demetrius interpret that, basically?
Yeah. It's not like the memory is wiped clean, like it didn't happen.
Right.
The hand was trying to protect your daughter.
The hand was trying to protect my daughter. What are you talking about? They were serving. I mean, they were doing a kindness.
So you're saying she didn't tell you this. You read this. You read this information that you're telling us right now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, she was there and like we discussed it, but like I was also reading over her notes and
There are things that can modify the memory. Can make you
I
believe
know
other
you
stuff.
got your fancy magic, but she didn't cast no spell on me. It was a damn book.
That is what I'm saying. A book can do that.
How can a book change your mind and memory? That doesn't
How do you
make
have
any
a-
sense.
How do you have a dragon by your side?
I mean, how can I do this? And I like make fire in my hand. I'm like, I don't know. This place is weird.
Demetrius, I don't want to upset you, but we have to follow the rat.
Can I ask May for a persuasion check?
Sure. We are not persuasive.
That's okay. Neither are we.
Natural one.
Oh no.
May, listen. I understand that this is. You're excited, and I guess is that DG? Yeah, okay, yeah. So Quinn, I assume, is telling y'all that he found Fallon, but and that's great. We can go to Fallon, but that's not Fallon. That's Masara.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, we need to meet with Quinn before we fight Fallon, wherever she is.
We do need him with us to be able to do whatever we're going to do next. Do you not disagree?
I don't disagree with that, but I'm just telling you all that. I mean, Masara, I don't even know if she's still back there. So I mean, we can go. Let's go find Quinn. We can talk about it on the way.
May starts walking.
As we start walking too, like I also tell them I talked to Quinn right before catching up with Demetrius as well. He was out the door from the Pearl and heading towards I'm guessing the government building. That's where I saw the woman. We'll just say the woman at this point right now. The woman leaving originally the building with her guards, and then I'm going to guess she's going back. It sounds like she is working, and I do finger quotes, working there with the government as far as everyone is concerned. I mean, she's definitely got assigned guards. Everyone thinks she works there, so there's plausibility to this persona. So I'm gonna guess that Quinn's probably headed to that building. I would recommend we probably will follow DG. DG probably has some way of knowing where he is and is following directly to him wherever he's at. Right? or is he just gonna go to the pearl? And I look at May, like, how does this work? Do you know how this works?
I am following a rat right now. I don't know.
Oh, the rat.
All right, sounds good. Nobody step on
let's
him.
follow the rat. Let Fallon get away again. Fine, let's go.
Okay. So you all proceed to follow the rat. I'm so sorry, Quinn. Can you remind me the instructions that you gave to DG?
Well, the way the spell works, he returns to where I cast the spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's switch over to a little bit back in time, Quinn, as you exit pursuing.
Pursued by a bear.
Exit pursued by a bear. There is Fallon. There are her two cards. They leave the pink pearl as you go to follow. Hanging back a little bit from your conversation with Rocky. It's not a far walk. As you kind of exit, you see them kind of go around a corner, back in the direction of the council building.
Okay. Looks like they're headed back into that building.
That's what it looks like. Do you choose to, like, tail them?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh boy, no, they probably got defenses and stuff.
If you're not sure, ask.
Mm.
Oh.
Do I see anybody do I see any like security or anything? Any defenses that I can see as I'm kind of
By the council building?
at the council building? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Notably, as it like comes into view. So the first thing that you see is Fallon and her two guards disappear into that side door.
Mm-hmm.
Closes behind them. There are the 6 additional guards that like had been there. There is an additional like maybe 24 more that are now also in the area.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like backup has been called for after the earlier attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And they're all just kind of like milling about the square. Some of that, like, there's a separate group, separate from the 24 that are kind of walking in the streets, like around. It looks like this area is relatively on high alert at the moment.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna keep an eye out. I'm gonna try to see if I can't like stay at the Pink Pearl while also like watching that building.
The Pink Pearl is not in direct view of the council building. However, there is like a cafe nearby. There is also like park benches. There's all sorts of stuff.
Can I see the Pink Pearl from that cafe?
No, it is on the opposite side of the courtyard. Are you just trying to find like a middle point where you can see both?
Yeah, basically.
There's a bench.
Where I can see both. Yeah, I'll sit at the bench then.
Cool.
I'll sit at the bench, and I got yelled at for having my loot out before, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to sit here and pick petals off of my daisies.
Okay. And of course, while the spell Locate Plants is active, you sense like one of them, right? Just one of the daisies?
It picks
Both?
up one of them. Yeah.
Okay. You sense the daisies go into the building. They go kind of what you feel is probably like just deeper, further that direction. We'll say south. And they begin to kind of go upward in a zigzag.
Like a staircase?
Yeah. And you get the equivalent sensation of like 4 flights of stairs. And then they kind of go a little further south and are stationary.
Okay.
And from there, they don't really move.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay here. If they're there for like a minute or two, then I'll just head back over to the Pink Pearl.
Okay. Yeah, they chill. So you can make your way back as everyone else kind of follows the rat. Do the 4 of you, I forgot how to count for a second. Do the 4 of you reconvene Or is there, I'm sorry, what I meant to ask is there anything that you wish to do or talk about on your way to meet Quinn?
I don't think so. Not on Demetrius's part.
I would just, May would just question Demetrius about everything he learned from Masara.
Okay.
Yeah, Demetrius would give a recounting of, the basics of, servant of the right hand of the Queen, chief ambassador of royal affairs, has been dedicated to duty, but has been in desperate search of her twin sister. Haven't seen her since she was children, but there was a falling out. They were last seen here in Narrow, out near the glowing gardens. That's pretty much the gist of what he would tell you.
What does Celine know about Fumar, if anything?
Does he say anything about Ulrich?
Probably not. No.
Okay.
I don't think, because correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Demetrius has heard that name from May at any point.
No.
Yeah.
Celine, make a history check.
15.
Perfect. Yeah.
She just wants to see if this lines up with any history that she knows of, any current events going on in Fumar currently.
Sure. Yeah, so you know that there is Queen Admani, who currently rules Fumar. She has a great deal of advisors and people that are kind of trusted in her inner circle. The name Masara Lanik does seem consistent to you. Little is known actually about the identities of the inner circle of the queen, outside of Funmar especially. But despite not knowing exactly what that person might look like, the name is familiar.
Okay. I'll just lean into May while in the middle of Demetrius going on and on about all this stuff, and just be for a ruse, she really covered all of her bases and really wove in some of the truth in there from what I know of Fumar.
Well, she has been a step ahead of us this whole time. It is no surprise. Are we in the Pink Pearl?
By this point, if there's nothing else that you wish to do, you kind of walk up, Quinn, you see them arrive, and you can enter if you wish, yeah. I'm just going to take us back to that same screen.
Yeah, I'll head over.
You all find yourselves gathered in the Pink Pearl without much distraction or preamble, unless there's anything that you all would wish to do first.
I walk over and I kind of I sit down at the table or whatever we're seated at, and I just kind of put my hands up and go right in front of Demetrius like this.
Just looking hey, you okay, Quinn?
Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Celine is behind Demetrius,
May would ask for a teapot to be brought, or a kettle of hot water.
Yeah. That same, I think she was elven woman, with her hair tight. Yes. Distantly kind of wanders away, comes back with one.
You were talking to what was her name?
Masar.
Yeah. You were talking to her for a long time, right? You guys are cool?
It was I don't know, 5-10 minutes, but yeah, we're good.
You're good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I I wrote a song for you. Did I tell you that?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Did you? I genuinely did.
I no, I don't think I played. I don't think I played.
I don't
Airborne
think.
yet.
Okay.
But
No.
I pull out my lute and I start playing, and I'm going to use counter charm. So I don't know if this is gonna work. Because I think it gives him advantage against saving throws. So I don't know.
While all this is happening, May is gonna ritual cast augury.
Okay.
It takes 10 minutes or 11 minutes. So
Okay. Good to know.
with the T.
Disrupt mind influencing effects as an action. You can disrupt performance. During that time, you only friendly creatures within 30 feet of you have advantage against saving throws against being frightened or trapped. Okay, good to know.
I listened to it.
Is it working? It doesn't seem to be working. Like, what
Let
is
me
her
check
name?
something.
What's up?
What is her name again?
Masara?
Mm-hmm.
What? It's a lovely song, Quinn. I ain't gonna lie. It's nice. It's
All right.
Nothing appears to change.
Yeah. All right. You're gonna make me bust out the big guns.
speak with animals.
You want to talk to a horse?
Yeah, you want to talk to animals?
Come here. Talk to this horse real quick. I got a Clydesdale out here. It's got something to say. No, I'm gonna cast dispel magic.
Oh, thank God.
It's
Okay.
no fun.
Okay.
No fun. Let me be bad.
Okay.
Trius, you don't get to be bad.
No,
Hang
you're a
on.
good guy like us.
You're a dad.
No,
It's
bad.
You're just a dad. You're not dad.
You need to retain
Oh.
your best number one dad mug.
Okay.
Number one, Dad's gonna go kill.
Demetra Daddy.
I am gonna need you to make
A roll.
a charisma check.
Here we go. Here we go.
Can I give myself bardic inspiration? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, is there anything that says you can't?
I think it specifically says other creatures, but if it doesn't, I'm not fucking do it.
I mean,
Other than
Holy
it's literally
shit!
parenthetical. Other than yourself.
47
Ah.
people. Where did all these people come from?
There was a
We got a
raid
raid.
earlier.
raid.
Oh
That
shit!
was Lord Gazumba, our good buddy.
It was a biggin.
They're here to see that
Suckers.
hot dad action.
We lost one of our dads.
Yeah, I really can't. I got nothing else. It's just gonna be a +4.
Okay.
Let's go.
Fucking spicy, man. Hell yeah.
No, not spicy, sour.
Sour.
Not spicy or sour. It's spicy.
I don't.
It's crispy.
So
It's
it's
quippy.
actually
Oh.
It's-
Why
it's
won't
actually-
you let me do mean things?
Fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Can't take my dad.
he's my
My
dad.
dad.
Damn it.
He's my father.
My real
Children,
dad is
please,
dust.
there's
You made
enough
my fake
daddy
dad
for all
dust.
of you.
You can't take Demetrius.
Let me be mean. I'm
No.
here to brainwash dads.
No.
Okay. As this spell kind of unfolds, Demetrius, the first thing to unravel is the assertion that your friends are not to be trusted. Is that thought yours? Wait. The hand. Your dreams, you remember. There was no warmth. There was no protection in your dreams. There was only cruelty. There was only fear. It unravels further and further and further. And as you sink into the notes of the song, there is the briefest flash of really, there's no other way to say it. There, you endure a vision, a half-second vision, startling as the song kind of comes to a close. A hand lunging towards you, and as it fades, almost causing you to flinch, real as the people around you. Burned into your eyes are 5 points in a loose arc, which quickly fades as your thoughts are now your own.
Hooray!
As Quinn is melodically kind of.
Damn it!
I was
Oh,
ready
it's
for this,
you.
man. Oh, I was so ready to be bad. As Quinn's notes kind of start to take effect, a kind of like placid smile that was originally on Demetrius's face slowly begins to drop as he starts gritting his teeth. And at the end of the spell, he stands up and kicks the chair back, pulling out the gun, and immediately goes and marches out the door.
Celine like races after him and just puts herself in front of him and just grabs his shoulders and puts her hand on the gun.
Celine, move.
No.
Celine, move or I will move you.
Listen,
I'm going to shoot her. I don't care what happens after that. I'm going to go put a shot through her head.
Think of Ophelia. Think of Ophelia. If you do this, she's going to come back and she's going to be alone.
Let's go outside.
The gun down.
We'll say this happens outside.
Okay. I mean, May would put it after Quinn's thing worked. May would stop and put everything up and follow outside at that.
Celine.
Demetrius, we have a unique opportunity here. If they think that you are under their control, we can use that.
You'll get your shot. You'll get what you want right now, but we do it together.
I want you to write down everything you read on that page.
All right, then.
Let's go back to my place, and we will figure out how to kill Fallon.
Yeah. Let's figure out how to kill her. And he will silently stalk off towards Maze, hand still firmly around the gun.
Okay. I know that we're early. However, I don't think there's a better place than that
Perfect.
to call it for the week.
Oh, man.
And now we plan.